Welcome to Pardubice in the Czech Republic. Thanks for joining me, Mark Mills, for a huge game between the Czech Republic and Bulgaria. Both of them have got their sights firmly set on a trip to China next year for the FIBA 2019 World Cup finals. We are set for another great game of international basketball, so strap yourselves in. We have had a very, very competitive group here in Group F, and it's going down to the wire for three of the teams. And here's our schedule across this weekend. The Czech Republic beat Finland on Friday and Bulgaria beat Iceland. But tonight we have two critical games, Czech Republic versus Bulgaria here and Finland versus Iceland in Helsinki. And we really couldn't be finelier balanced than we are now. Three teams on the same record. Bulgaria win, they're through. That's one thing for certain. However, if Bulgaria lose, the winner of Iceland and Finland will go through. However, there are so many wrinkles to it, I will explain in further detail. If Bulgaria lose and Iceland win, Iceland go through, Finland go through, Bulgaria go out. If Bulgaria lose and Finland win, then Finland go through, Bulgaria go through, and Iceland are out. This is such a closely and finely balanced group. Everything is up for grabs. The game in Helsinki tipped off about 5 minutes ago, so we'll try and keep you up to date with that one as we progress here in Pardubice. But as I said, everyone has their sights set on making it through to the second phase of qualification for the FIBA World Cup finals in China next year. And every single game counts, as the results from this phase will be carried forward to the second phase of qualification also. And the away team are now being introduced to the crowd. And Bulgaria can be pretty proud of their qualification process in what has been a highly competitive group. Both their wins came against Iceland, but they've been so close. In fact, no Bulgaria game has been decided by more than 5 points in this qualification. A win tonight gets them through to the second phase of qualification. A lose would mean that most of the Bulgarian fans would quickly become part of the Susi-Jengi and cheer for Finland, as they would need Finland to win in Helsinki for their qualification hopes to stay alive. If they do manage to make it all the way to the finals, it will be their first trip in 60 years. So a monumental moment for Bulgarian basketball if they can make it. But now for the home team, the noise levels rise here in the Trip Sports Arena as the Czech Republic are introduced to the crowd, and the expectations are high. They've had a pretty impressive qualification so far. Only one defeat. Only a couple of defeats. One defeat to their name, and that's enabled them to secure a top spot finish here in Group F. They'll look to restrict Bulgaria in the offensive end, and if they can, they probably will walk away with the win. The trip to the World Cup finals in China next year would be a dream come true for the Czech Republic. A relatively short history of their independent nation, and yet to make an appearance at the World Cup finals. So booking a place on the plane to China next year really would be a landmark moment. We're just a few moments away from the opening tip, but first of all we'll have the national anthems of both teams. Firstly, the national anthem of Bulgaria. And now the national anthem for the home nation, the Czech Republic. Wonderful renditions there of both national anthems as we get ready for the action here in Pardubice at the Tip Sport Arena in what is the final game to tip off in Group F. As I said, it's a very complicated group. 3 teams still fighting for qualification. Only 2 of them can make it through. So a lot on the line for Bulgaria, Finland and Iceland. Awaiting them if they do make it through to the second phase of qualification will be France, Russia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. So not an easy task. The officials this evening are Marko Vladic of Austria, Sergei Chebyshev of Ukraine and Oskars Lucic of Latvia. An experienced crew we have officiating the game this evening. And we're in for one hell of a game here in Pardubice, as both the Czech Republic and Bulgaria want to keep their dreams alive. The Czech Republic, they know they're through to the second phase, but they'll also want to take 5 wins through to the second phase. 5 wins into that second phase could help them a long, long way. Looking at the roster, first up, Bulgaria. Man to watch has to be Alexander Vesenlov. He has had a huge qualification campaign so far, averaging 18 points and 7.8 rebounds a game. Also worth keeping an eye on, Hristo Zarahev. Played his first qualifier on Friday and put in a shift, scoring 12 points as well as pulling down 9 rebounds. The Bulgarian roster is full of strength and experience, both club and international level. Let's have a look now at the Czech Republic roster. It really is the trio of Shil, Bohacek and Hrubin are the ones to look out for. They've all played in every single qualifier and have combined for all of almost half of Czech Republic's points scored so far. They'll need to be on top form this evening for the Czech Republic to finish up to the qualification style. And we are now just moments away from the tip-off here in what is going to be an exciting game. I imagine that the Bulgarians will have half an eye on Helsinki to see what's going on there. They will be rooting for Finland to pick up the win in Helsinki. That's their insurance policy. If they're unable to pick up the win here against the Czech Republic, they need Finland to win against Iceland in Helsinki to keep their World Cup dreams alive. If Iceland manage to turn over Finland, then and Bulgaria lose, that's the end of the road for Bulgaria. So plenty to play for this evening for the Czech Republic. They want as many wins as possible to take through to the second phase. For Bulgaria, it's their World Cup lives that are on the line. And I'm sure they're going to fight tooth and nail throughout the qualifiers, the final qualification game. So for Coach Minchev, the key will be to keep his guys focused on the game, and the magnitude of the game needs to be slightly ignored with regards to their World Cup dreams, otherwise the pressure might be too much. And across at the other end of the floor, Coach Ginsberg will be pleased with his team's performance so far, but he'll also know a win tonight is key as part of their plans to make it through to the finals in China next year. The final instructions from both coaching staffs, and the starting 5s take their shooting shirts off and enter the hardwood for the first exchanges in what is likely to be an intense battle on the hardwood. Jakobs Arena has been part of every single qualifier so far for the Czech Republic. Impressive on the boards. Considering he's only 186 tall, he's worked the boards well. What a wonderful rendition here in the arena to get the crowd going and get the party started early. As the Bulgarian starting 5 make their way to the floor. And Jason Washburn, only making his second appearance in these qualifiers, but he'll be a crucial part of the picture for Bulgaria and their hopes of staying within the qualification process for the World Cup. And the opening tip is won by the Czech Republic. And Serena will get things underway for us. He hands it on to Hubin. Tough defense so far by Bulgaria. Boacik now going to find some space inside, and he's fouled as he drives to the basket, and Zahariev will get called for that foul. You won't want too many fouls on him early on. Within this roster, he's the only player to be averaging double digits in the qualifiers. Selena now to inbound the ball. Oh, beautiful pass inside. Very quick heads-up play by Selena. And Rubin is the man to profit from that pass, and he gets 2 for the Czech Republic nice and early. Almost stolen away, but it was out of bounds from the Czech Republic, so it'll be a Bulgarian ball. Washburn now with the ball. He hands it off to Georgiev. Good ball movement here, moving the ball around nicely. Maranov now, pick and roll with Washburn. Maranov turns the corner, looks to feed it inside. He's got a nice mismatch inside. Kicks it out wide to Georgiev. He's slightly off to the right, but Bulgaria will recycle the ball on the offensive rebound. Floats inside, stops quickly. Oh, nice move on the wing and pulls up for the long 2 and nails the long 2. Zahariev will be glad to get his personal account open nice and early. Pliz now hands it back to Hubin. Balvin sets the screen. Hubin to the basket. Oh, finishes with authority, but not going to count. Foul's going to be considered on the floor, and that's going to be on Washburn. Hubin just using his speed against the big man. And I think the finish there gives you an indication of how seriously the Czech Republic are going to take this game. They may have already qualified, but they want the extra win. Hubin now to the corner. Jumper from the wing. It's slightly short and he can't get it to go. Selena missing there. Looks like it came off the hands of Maranov, so it's going to be a Czech ball. Selena now advances it over the half. Balvin to Kriz. Selena, Boacik. 7 left on the shot clock. Almost stolen away. It's come off the hand of, I think it was Boacik, so it's going to be a Bulgarian ball. Maranov brings it up for Bulgaria, and they really are trying to work the 2-man game quite hard at the moment as Vezenkov tries to play a pick and roll with Maranov, but didn't really work out. Maranov still gets to the basket, couldn't convert, but is fouled. He's at the line for 2 shots. And connects with the first. And the second. And Bulgaria now up to a 2-point lead early on here. Pardubice. Oh, there's a big block from Vezenkov. Ball's dumped inside. Oh, that's a tough play from Kriz. Nice pass to Zahariev. Good ball movement now by Bulgaria. Georgiev for the jumper from outside, but he's off to the left, and the pace of this game is starting to pick up. Serena now, ball is intercepted though by Maranov. He pulls the trigger on a 3. Can't come away with that one, and Rubin will bring it back the other way, and looks like it just fell out of his hands there, and it's a huge break here for Bulgaria, and the foul's going to be called on Serena as Georgiev goes to the basket strong. No good with the first of his two. Gets the second to go, and Bulgaria, in what has been a stuttering start here in Pardubice from both teams, have the slight advantage as we're down to 7 minutes in the first quarter. Villarreal now, ball inside, and Balvin will look to go to work against Washburn. Off the glass, but a little too heavy. There's a scramble for the rebound, and Hrubin grabs it. It's way outside again for the jumper, and no joy for the Czech Republic. They really are yet to find their offensive rhythm so far. Maranov has been key to Bulgaria. Everything going through his hands. Washburn hands it back to him, and he's had it stripped away, but I think it's going to be called on Hrubin, that one. He's not happy with the call, and it'll be interesting to see the replay. Let's have a look, see what part of him he gets. Yeah, he's put his hand across his wrist there, I'm pretty sure. Can't be many complaints from Wojciech Hrubin. Maranov hits the jumper. And gets the second to go as well, and Bulgaria will be very happy with their defensive efforts so far. They have a 5-point lead, but more importantly to them, the Czech Republic have been held to 2, and there's another mistake from the Czech Republic, an illegal screen and set there, and Martin Kliz will be called for the offensive foul. Trying to put hushed tones on the reasonably sized crowd here at the Tipsport Arena in Pardubice. Washburn, guarded closely by Balvin. He hands it off though. Oh, that is a beautiful shot from Vezenkov. Beautiful string music there for Vezenkov. Ball floated inside. Out to the wing now to Schilb. He can't get it to go, and Maranov will grab the rebound. Vezenkov inside, finds Washburn, but it's knocked away. That's good interior defense by the Czech Republic. Schilb now with the ball and hands it on to Kriz, but as Schilb was slicing to the basket, he was held. So it's going to be a foul on Bulgaria. Here's the beautiful jump shot from Vezenkov. Lovely lefty jumper there. And here's the obvious foul for the officials to call. Georgiev really didn't do much to mask that one. That's the third team foul for Bulgaria. Czech Republic already in the team foul situation, so Bulgaria will go to the line every time they're fouled from now on in this first quarter. Schilb with the ball at the top. Villarreal now looking to feed the low post to Balvin. Is he going to go to work against Vangelov? Oh, he does. That's a beautiful move by Balvin. Such fine footwork from a big man. Georgiev now. And it's stolen away, and Czech Republic, maybe they're finding a little bit of form. You can hear the crowd start to make a little bit more noise for their team. Whistle's blown and that ball's all tied up, so we'll go with a possession indicator. Beautiful move by the big man. So light on his feet. Couple of changes for the Czech Republic. Boacek is going to go to the bench, yet to register a point, an important part of their offense. Bulgaria now with the ball. Vezenkov hands it back. Malinov, he'll pull the trigger on a long shot, but he's way off right. That's good defense by Villarreal, and he'll lead the offensive transition. No joy for him, and Bulgaria will be glad to see that he missed that one. It would be a big mistake to make. Offensive foul's been called there, though, on Rangelov. Established himself a bit too forcefully in the post. Offensive foul now called on Alda. Villarreal used him for a screen, but the officials deemed that he wasn't stationary. He hadn't established himself. You see the officials just explaining that he's moving sideways. Georgiev will go to the bench as Avramov comes into the game for Bulgaria. Vezenkov for three. Oh, in and out from the big man. Rebound by Villarreal. Hands it to Schild. Schild now trying to shake his defender, but Rangelov stays in front of him. Now to Schild. Schild, spin move to the basket. It opens up for him, and he's going to get himself 2 points. Wonderful spin move there by Blake Schild. Czech Republic reduce Bulgaria's lead to 4 points now. Marinov goes to Vezenkov. He shoots again from outside, and he's way off this time. And rebound by Villarreal, who gets it to Pumpala, who feeds it out to Herben for a big one-handed jam. And you can feel the Czech Republic starting to grow in confidence. Momentum is swinging in their direction. Avramov, little hesitation and a shovel pass inside, and Mangalov will be very happy with that. A nice easy 2 off the glass for him. Villarreal now to Schild. Rubin gets it, he's going to go inside, lay it off the glass, can't get it to go, but he's fouled. So he's, sorry, it's Alda, he's worked his way to get himself a couple of free throws. And that's the Rubin jam earlier. Great transition offense there from the Czech Republic, and Bulgarian lead is at 4. But as with everything within this group, this game is close. The last time these 2 teams met was back in the second qualification window in February, and the Czech Republic won that one by 2 points. Bulgaria 76, Czech Republic 78. So your expectation is that this is going to be another close encounter here in Pardubice again this evening. Remember, the Czech Republic have already booked their ticket to the second phase of qualification, but Bulgaria's fate hangs in the balance. Alda connects with both free throws, and the lead is down to just 2 points for Bulgaria now. Petkov goes inside to Zahariev, and he drains the jumper. He's up to 4 points, and Huben now fakes the jumper in the corner, drives inside, nice little feed inside, and Pumpala can't get it to go, but he can tap the offensive rebound back. Huben open for 3. No joy, but Alda, catch and shoot. Lovely play by Patrick Alda. And that brings it back down to a 2-point ball game. Trading baskets here as we enter the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Zahariev almost losing control of the ball. He manages to hold on to it though and comes inside, floats the right hand, and he is fouled. I think it's going to be called on Ruben, who's trying to recover on the defensive end, but not quick enough. Let's have a look here at Zahadiev. He steps inside and Ruben tries to chase it down. That was the previous offense, but Ruben tries to answer. He can't, but Auda catches in midair and puts it straight back up again off the glass. Wonderful play there by Patrick Auda. Zahadiev now, as predicted, is up to 5 points personal. 2 from 2 from the field. Crucial part of the offense for Bulgaria, but he'll take a seat on the bench after those 2 free throws. And into the game comes Maranov. Villarreal now for the Czech Republic. Auda sets the screen. Nice little hesitation, drives inside, and Patrick Auda has come to play. He's up to 6 points personal now as well. Maranov. Avramov waiting for the screen to come up from Vangelov, but he passes it over to the side to Petkov, who almost throws it away. Shot clock down to 2. He's going to have to put the prayer up. Oh, it's in and out. Avramov almost gets the roll, but not this time, and the Czech Republic are out of the races. Pompler now. Back to Auda, will slow things down. Villarreal. Pompler. Auda's trying to find positioning in the low post. And Venceslav Petkov really wasn't accepting him, posted up on him, shoves him out of the way. So easy call for the officials as Petkov picks up his first foul, and Yanev will come into the game for Bulgaria. Look, you see Petkov knew that really wasn't going to be a fair fight in the post. Petkov standing at 188 and Auda standing at 2 meters and 6. It's only going to end one way if Petkov had let Auda post him up and back into the basket. Auda now with the chance to tie the ball game. And connects with the second, and we're tied with 51.7 seconds left in this first quarter. Maranov now. To Avramov. Avramov drives inside and he's fouled, so he'll go to the line. Quite a few fouls being registered early on, and Shilba be called for that one. Avramov will go to the line for 2 shots. Connects with the first. And the second, and Bulgaria back out to a 2-point lead. 39 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Villarreal. Peterka sets the screen and jacks the 3. Oh, that's a huge play by Bertin Peterka. The young big man makes himself felt here in Pardubice. And Avramov drives hard to the basket. And they jack the buzzer beater shot, almost get it to go. My goodness me, that would have been a big shot. But we have 10 minutes gone here in Pardubice at the Tip Sport Arena. Czech Republic 19, Bulgaria 20. Such a closely balanced game here. Plenty more action coming. Welcome back to the TIF Sport Arena here in Pardubice. And what a close game we have for you. Czech Republic 19, Bulgaria 20. Bulgaria yet to miss a shot from the floor, and 9 from 10 from the free throw line. They really have been very, very efficient so far. This is obviously the last game to tip off in Group F of the first qualification phase for the 2019 FIBA World Cup finals in China. And we've had a very close game here. And Bulgaria's fate really does lie in the balance. Czech Republic already through to the second phase as Rubin throws it down. Whilst Bulgaria, if they win today, they secure a spot in the second phase. However, if Bulgaria can't win today and they lose, their fate lies in the hands of Iceland and Finland. Now that game tipped off 15 minutes before our game here. And in Helsinki at the moment, Finland lead that one by 1 point. 33-32 in favour of Finland, and that really does help Bulgaria out. They need Finland to win if they're not able to win here. So, back to the TIF Sport Arena in Pardubice. We are ready for the second quarter of action. And Pumpla will start things from the half court for the Czech Republic. Vioral now. To Shield, catch and shoot for 3. Oh, what a great start for the Czech Republic. Their second quarter is underway and they take the lead. Oh, double team now, and it's ripped away by Vioral. Oh, but they lose control. It's off the foot, I think, of a Bulgarian player, so they will maintain possession. Patetka there with the hustle. Look at the double team here from Patetka and Vioral, and it literally is just ripped away from the hands of Petkov. Shield now. Trying to find space. Has to pass it back out to the top to Vioral. Shot clock down to 10. Vioral trying to cross over his man. Steps back for the open jumper. Can't get it to go, and Dimitrov will grab the rebound. Oh, that's a beautiful heads-up pass, but it's a little bit too far ahead of Alexander Yanev. He can't hold on to it, and it's a turnover for Bulgaria. Pumpla now with the ball, hands it to Vioral, who's going to field Shield in the post, and Avramov is going to be whistled for the foul. Vioral now to inbound the ball and has to go along to Patetka. Comes back to Vioral. He blasts past the Bulgarian defense, kicks it out to Pumpla on the outside, but he has no joy from distance, and Petkov now looks to score on the break, but Vioral breaks up the transition. Quite a smart play here by Vioral. Needs to be careful though, the officials are looking for that to be unsportsmanlike fouls this season. It's only his first foul, but he'll go to the bench as Sarina checks into the game. Verzenkov trying to work Patetka down into the low post, and didn't seem to be getting anywhere, but Patetka obliges by fouling him. Just a 2-point lead at the moment for the Czech Republic. Has that been cancelled out? No, he comes up short with the long jumper. It's now in the hands of Shield. Oh, what a pass! Patetka is almost a lucky recipient of a beautiful look-away pass from Shield. Dimitrov will pick up his first foul. Second foul, team foul of the quarter for Bulgaria. Czech Republic also got 2 team fouls so far. Patetka hits the first from the line. Yet to miss one so far in the qualifiers. Part of the Czech Nürnberg roster who played within the Basketball Champions League this year. He averaged 4 points and 2.5 rebounds in the Champions League. Avramov now for Bulgaria. Pass inside, Petkov goes inside to Yanev, who manages to, Georgiev, who manages to convert. Kontola back out to Selina, who can't get it to go, but that's a strong rebound from Poliza. And the ball's recycled and moved around quickly by the Czech Republic. Shield intercepts the long pass. I think that was meant for the far wing, but Shield makes the most of it and draws yet another foul. The shot clock was running low, so it's a smart move. Shield goes strong, and the foul is going to be called on Ventislav Petkov. And that will send him to the bench as Malinov comes back in. Shield now at the line. Hits the first. He had a impressive game against Bulgaria in the reverse of this fixture. He put up 13 points in that one. He got 17 against Finland, 15 against Iceland. He really is an offensive threat for Czech Republic. And he's up to 4-point personal now. A little under 4 minutes of action as he takes a seat on the bench for a breather. And Boacek comes back into the game. Malinov now. Yanev fights to set the screen for him. It's off the foot of Selina, so it's going to be a sideline ball for Bulgaria. Czech Republic holding a narrow 4-point lead with 7:40 left in his second quarter. Ball now in the hands of Vezenkov. Hands it back to Avramov. Trying to shape up Poliza and gets inside off the glass. That's a tough move by Alexander Vezenkov. Sorry, by Ventislav. Oh, it was even Avramov with a tough move there, my mistake. Foul called as Poliza feeds it down to Balvin. Both teams rotating their rosters heavily. Zahariev now will come into the game for Avramov. He's not happy to be taken out. It'll be a baseline ball for the Czech Republic as Serena inbounds it. The long shot comes from the corner, but it's too heavy by Boacek, and Bulgaria will gratefully scoop up the rebound and come back the other way. Malinov now, and Yanev, little two-man game at the top. Malinov flashes to the top off the back of it. Lovely pass though by Malinov to Washburn, and Washburn gets the easy 2 points as it's just a fingertip touch that's needed to get that one to drop. Malinov here with such a beautiful heads-up play. Drives to the basket, sees his teammate wide open, and nice soft touch by the big man. Washburn gets it to drop.
You play on the 3 position, okay? You and Kreutzig going.
Let's have a listen in the timeout huddles.
Move our defense. We are pick and roll with 23, except you, we are switching, but aggressive switch.
Because they will not make your conversation. Si stampa naprotiv na dva. Pick and roll, napravi go ta strana, nego smo dobro jasno. Gle, može od 10, bravo. Jane, zaspuni od 10.
Interesting there to listen in to both the huddles as Coach Mintchev and Coach Ginsberg give some much-needed advice to their team, and you heard some of the comments there to Washburn. They're asking him to play some pick-and-roll game, and that has become such a prevalent part of modern day basketball, both club basketball and international basketball. And it's one of the prerequisites for big men now. They must be able to play the pick and roll game and defend the pick and roll game almost just as importantly. Ball now into Balvin. Balvin will look to go to work against Washburn. Loses the handle but manages to secure the loose ball. Back out to Sarina. Sarina with a spin move, but he's wrapped up. Oh, beautiful pass inside to Balvin though from Sarina. And he gets it to go, and I think the baby enjoyed that one in the crowd as well. Maranov. Vezenkov hands it back to Maranov, and the pick and roll game's there, and Maranov for three. That's a big shot by Maranov. We're going to see this heads-up play by Sarina here as he saw Balvin slide to the basket, finds him well, and the big man converts the two off the glass. And up the other end, Maranov hits the three to give Bulgaria the 1 point lead, and what a crucial lead it is. They are so desperate for the win here. They're so desperate to keep their World Cup dreams alive. And a win here really is a must. Maranov now uses the screen set by Washburn and drives inside off the glass. A little bit too heavy-handed, and the ring was not his friend that time round. Balvin now. That comes back to Boacek. Boacek inside and floats it to Balvin. Balvin just catches it gratefully and lays it in for two. The big man, little man combo is becoming so prevalent in this game. Vezenkov working so hard to get an open opportunity and forces the foul there. Pompolo will be called for the foul. It's his first personal foul, but only the 13th foul of the quarter for the Czech Republic. But Vezenkov in the act of shooting, so he goes to the line for two. It's the first. Ties the game at 30 apiece. Making the second takes Bulgaria's lead back to them. 1 point lead for Bulgaria with 5 minutes 20 left on the second quarter clock here. Pompola now into Balvin. What can he do against Washburn? He's going to pass it back out and reset himself. He's going to go to work now though. Backs his man down with the spin, ducks under, right hand off the glass, and that's great defense by Vezenkov, but none of his teammates help out, and Villarreal scoops up the loose ball and gets the two. First score of the night for Villarreal. He'll be grateful to get some points on the board in the first half. Maranov now, once again, two-man game with Washburn, drives inside, kicks it out, Zahariev wide open, but off the mark with that attempt. Villarreal now, Boacek fakes the three. That would have been a huge shot to make. Boacek inside. Kicks it back out now to Kliz. Kliz goes to work and hands it to Villarreal. 3-second violation is going to be called though on Balvin. Always love it when a player commits a 3-second violation and then immediately blames a teammate as if someone else was in control of his feet. Let's see Villarreal head to the bench as Ruben will come into the game. In fact, he won't because the timeout has been called. Here's the move from Balvin as he ducked underneath. Couldn't quite get the two to go, and great defense there by Vezenkov, just knocking it off the ring. None of his teammates alert. Villarreal capitalized beautifully with a little soft right-hand teardrop. Timeout called by Bulgaria, so let's jump into their huddle.
First set offense, make one down. Sa skor dijagonalen skin da postaviš i slед това se обърни да гледаш от Джейсън евентуално. Джейсън, watch about this diagonal screen. Watch also it's going
point guard. Okay? We start two down. Okay? Two down. Haydi, come on, let's go. Watch. 1, 2, 3.
Interesting statistic there, how unbalanced the production from both teams' benches are. A 12-point advantage to the Czech Republic from their bench. Give you an update from the other important game that's currently going on in Group F in Helsinki, Finland. lead that one 44-41. Just a couple of seconds left in the first half there. But back here in Pardubice at the Tivspor Arena, the crowd are enjoying it, young and old, as they see their team with a slender 1-point lead. Bulgaria in possession though, as Maranov brings the ball up over the half. Washburn now being guarded closely by Balvin. Hands it back to Maranov. They're going to play the two-man game again. Back to Zaharev. Inside, he has to throw it up, but he's fouled, so he's going to go to the line for 2 shots, and that really was a get-out-of-jail free for Zaharev, as he wasn't going anywhere fast. Balvin going to be called for that foul. Balvin's second foul of the game. Well, the Gran Canaria team that played in Euro Cup this year averaged 10.6 points and 7.3 rebounds in that competition. I'm sure that experience would have helped him greatly develop his game. As Bulgaria make both from the free throw line, so it's a 1-point lead to Bulgaria now. It really is a back and forth affair in Pardubice, but a lovely drive to the basket from Pompola. Quickly gets the Czech Republic their lead back. First field goal of the game for Pompola. Zaharev now advances it, being harassed by Ruben. Vezenkov waits for the Washburn screen to come. Shot clock down to 6. They're going to have to make a move soon. It's inside to Washburn. Oh, it opens up for him, and he's going to finish it with the one-handed jam. The lane just opened up for the big man to utilize, and he doesn't disappoint with that jam. Another strong move to the basket by Pompola. No good, but Czech Republic recycle the ball out, and Boacik now trying to spin his way inside. It's to Ruben. In and out, but Pompola with the rebound, and Czech Republic getting offensive rebound after offensive rebound. Bulgaria will have to lock that down soon, and Balvin is going to be fouled. Zaharev tries to sneak the ball off him. Here's the one-handed jam by Washburn, and he just reaches up high and throws it down hard. Wonderful finish from the big man. But Balvin now will go to the line for 2 shots. Been an important member of the Czech Republic team so far in qualifiers. Played every single qualifier, averaging 8.4 points, 7.8 rebounds per game. So definitely putting in a shift. One weakness though, he's only shot 67% from the line before this game. Once again, he is unable to convert from the line. Back at the line for the second, and can he tie the game up? Yes, he can. 2:52 to play here in the second quarter. Czech Republic 35, Bulgaria 35. You just have a feeling that this game is going to teeter either way for the entire 40 minutes. Inside to Washburn, takes the bounce. Oh, rejected by Balvin, not in my house. Big, strong play. Washburn will go again, but can't get it to go. That's off the hand of Pompola, so it's going to be a Bulgaria ball. You can argue all his want, but the videotape isn't going to lie. Avramov now to Washburn, and great recovery by Balvin. On his weak hand, he manages to block that one. Ball now inbounded to Dimitrov, and he's going to try and fight his way to the basket against Ruben. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Smart play there by Ruben. Dimitrov made it pretty clear what his plan was, and that was to muscle his way to the basket. And Ruben said, 1 too many bounces, I'm taking a stand. He does, and he takes the charge as well. Tied at 35 apiece, so every single possession counts, every turnover hurts your team. Ruben now. As Balvin comes to set a screen for him, but flashes to the basket. Shield now will get the ball at the top. Look at Balvin and Washburn working so hard in the post, and Balvin turns around, jumper, lovely shot by the big man, and it really is a duel between Balvin and Washburn. It's a wonderful thing to see when two skilled big men go up against each other, but the long shot now is in and out from Vezenkov, and the Czech Republic will want to extend the lead past one possession. Shield now passes it to the wing, and Bałachek will work his way to the basket, hands it off though to Pompola, and he'll get the two off the glass, and with the Czech Republic lead extending out to 4 points with a little over 90 seconds to play. No surprise there, the coach Minchev will call the timeout. A wonderful unselfish play there by Bałachek as Pompola will get the 2 points. Just has an eye on where his teammate is the whole time, and Pompola profits from the unselfish play of Bałachek with another 2 to his name. Let's jump into the Bulgarian huddle and hear what Coach Minchev has got to say.
And we take it from there, okay? Now, make it fast.
Such a crucial phase of the game. 1 minute 36 left on the second quarter clock. And every single play is going to count, and that man Balvin has really worked his way into the game and become a crucial part of the puzzle, as has Pompola as well. He seems to be in the right place at the right time, but the battle I'm enjoying most at the moment is between Washburn and Balvin. Two talented big men trying to outwit each other at every opportunity. So 90 seconds left in the second quarter. Czech Republic lead by 4 in this crucial World Cup qualifier. Lovely fade to the basket by Vezenkov. He can't convert the 2 though, and the Czech Republic will have another opportunity to extend their lead. Shield now on the wing, waiting for the screen from Balvin. Balvin rolls. Shield will pull the trigger on a long 2 and drains it. Czech Republic take their momentum. The lead is up to 6 points here in Pardubice. Bulgaria will want to make sure in this final minute of the first half that it doesn't grow any further. Maranov now. Drives inside, but it's knocked away. Oh, beautiful pass by Shield. Do they get it to convert? No, they don't. Bałachek couldn't get it to go, and Bulgaria bring it back the other way. Avramov slows it down. Calls for the screen to come up from Vezenkov, and now he drives the baseline, tries to find some space. Nothing there, it'll have to come back out to Zahariev, and Zahariev will drive inside. It's Maranov, and it's knocked away, but it's off the foot of Maranov. So it's going to be a Czech Republic ball. 20.9 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Actually, that came off the arm of Shield. Maranov has right to look a bit confused by the call, but a timeout has been called by the Czech Republic. They want to make the most of the final 20.9 seconds here in the second quarter and potentially extend their lead beyond the 6 points they already have. Let's listen to Coach Ginsberg's timeout.
Fight come to pick to play, okay? They manage to make top side. The picker fly to the corner. It's open shot. See? It's not.
Дали ще бъде на пик and roll сайт с бекскрин или на пик and roll видео с бекскрин. Играеме с смени. Внимайте, не, с попоилата както сме. Внимайте да направим някой глупав фаул. Ама колко
Only time will tell how important this final 20.9 seconds are, but the way that Group F has gone on since the first qualification window back in November last year, you'd imagine it will be an important 20.9 seconds. Bulgaria have not lost a game or won a game by more than 5 points. So you're in for a close one. We're pretty much assured of that. Bałachek now with the ball to Shield. Balvin, the big man, sets the screen. Schilb, little hesitation on the dribble and kicks it out to Pumpula. Pumpula now looks to drive inside, out to Hublin. Oh, he can't get that one to go, and that will signal the end of the first half action here in Pardubice at the Tip Sport Arena. And the Czech Republic, although they started slowly in this game, have worked their way back into it, and Bulgaria now sit on the wrong end of the scoreline. Czech Republic 41, Bulgaria 35 points. Group F is so close. As the scores stand at the moment in the two Group F games, the three teams to go through will be the Czech Republic, then Finland, then Bulgaria. But that could all change. Let's have a look at some of the stats here. Czech Republic dominating the rebounding battle. 9 offensive rebounds there in the first 20 minutes of action. Their bench scoring's an awful lot higher as well. Both teams looking after the ball okay. Not too many turnovers, not too many fouls. But the scoreline is the statistic that will be worrying Coach Minchev in the Bulgarian locker room. They're 20 minutes away from losing what is a crucial game. To give you some context, as I said, at the moment they'll be going through if the results stayed the same, if the game stayed the same in both here and in Helsinki. But if they don't, things will change. So as I said, Bulgaria win and they're through. Czech Republic, they're already through. But if Bulgaria lose, that's when it becomes interesting, and they'll have to look across to the result of the game in Helsinki. If Bulgaria lose and Finland win, they're okay. Bulgaria would advance and Iceland would go out. However, if Bulgaria lose and Iceland win, then this would be the end of Bulgaria's 2019 FIBA World Cup dreams. They would leave the qualification process at this stage. So Bulgaria have their fate in their own hands, but at the moment, at the half-time marker, they trail this one by 6. 41 to the Czech Republic, 35 to Bulgaria. And how have the Czech Republic managed to do it? Well, it's been a pretty even spread of scoring. They've had 7 players register on the scoreboard so far in the first 20 minutes. Balvin leads all scorers. He's played a little over 13 minutes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals and a block to his name, so he's really covered the whole box score. Schilb is leading joint scorer along with him with 9 points. Also, he's got 2 boards and 3 assists. And Patrick Alder has 8 points in a little under 7 minutes of play. He is yet to miss a shot, 2 from 2 from the field and 4 from 4 from the line. So clinical performance by Patrick Alder. For Bulgaria, however, it's Zahariev, who started on the bench, but he's played just under 13 minutes of action. He's on 8 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. Avramov has got 6 points, as well as an assist to his name, and Maranov has 7 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Both teams working very, very hard at the moment to secure the win, and even though the Czech Republic are qualified, it really isn't a cue to take your foot off the gas. All of the results from Phase 1 will carry through to Phase 2. And in Phase 2, we already know who the top 3 teams will meet. That will be the top 3 from Group E, which is France, Russia, Bosnia and Herzegovina. They're your 3 teams that the top 3 teams from Group F will have to face. They'll face them home and away over the next 3 qualification windows. They are September, November and February. And they all aim to qualify for the World Cup finals in China next year. But here in Pardubice at the Tip Sport Arena at half-time, Czech Republic lead this one 45 to 35 over Bulgaria. 20 minutes more action of World Cup basketball coming your way. Make sure you stay with us. Welcome back to Pardubice for the World Cup qualifier between the Czech Republic and Bulgaria. Both teams' sights firmly set on the FIBA 2019 World Cup finals in China next year. For the Czech Republic, they've already secured their place in the second phase of qualification, but Bulgaria's fate hangs in the balance at the halfway stage of this final game in Group F. Bulgaria trail the Czech Republic 41-35, and Bulgaria at the moment have their fate in their own hands. They win this, they're through to the second phase. However, if they lose, their fate lies in the hands of the game happening in Helsinki at the moment, Finland against Iceland. They've just started the second half there, and at the moment, Finland hold a commanding 12-point lead, which helps Bulgaria out. Because if Bulgaria lose and Finland win, Bulgaria still go through. However, if Bulgaria lose and Finland lose, with Iceland picking up the win up there in Helsinki, it's bad news for Bulgaria. They head out of the World Cup qualifiers. But so far, the fate is in their own hands. It's only a 6-point deficit. Bulgaria have had signs of some real strong performances throughout qualification, and they've had phases of great play here so far in Pardubice. Czech Republic, however, they may be through, but they want to win every game they possibly can. Looking at some of the leading scorers for both teams. For the Czech Republic, it's Balvin with 9 and Schlib with 9. Auda also has 8, and then for Bulgaria, it's 8 points for Zahariev, 7 for Maranov, and 6 for Avramov. So we have had a close game, and pretty much every game in Group F has been close. The battle between the Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Finland, and Iceland in Group F has been one to remember. And this game seems to be going in a similar vein. I wouldn't bet against an overtime period if I was a gambling man. So final words coming from Coach Ginsberg there in the Czech Republic huddle. He'll be making sure his team are ready for a big second half here at the Tipsport Arena in Pardubice. The crowd are here. They've definitely got into the game as the Czech Republic have taken this lead. They'll be needed for the full 20 minutes going forward. And we just wait for the starting fives to come back on the floor. The PA announcer here in the arena gets the crowd noise to increase, and Bulgaria just fine-tuning. You can see the players there, real focused expressions on their faces, and rightfully so. It would be a dream come true for them to make it to the World Cup finals, but their first hurdle is to pick up the win here today before they even look forward to anything else, because this might be the end of the road for them. But we start the second half here in Pardubice as the ball is inbounded to Maranov. Maranov looking in front of him for some options, and it's now in the hands of Zahariev, and he looks to go inside to Washburn, and Washburn will go up against Boacek. Spin move by Washburn, it's off the foot of Boacek. Shot clock down to 4. Can Washburn do something? No, he can get blocked by Balvin. Good help defense from Balvin. Boacek now. Oh, he looked for the 3, but changed his mind. Behind the back pass to Balvin. He's off the mark with his jumper, though, from the free throw line. Zahariev now. Looking to probe inside, floats the right hand off the glass, and Balvin manages to, after a few taps, control the defensive rebound. Rubin sees it open up. Oh, finger roll off the lane. The Bulgarian defense went to sleep, and a beautiful play by Wojtek Rubin. He's up to 6 points personal. A very direct offensive player, Rubin. Bulgaria really can't turn off on him. Washburn now to Maranov. Again, a 2-man game between those two. And Maranov will shoot the 3 and drain the 3. The shot clock was running down. That's a big play by Maranov. And Boacek falls out of bounds in dramatic fashion and will turn the ball over. And here's Washburn now. Spin move underneath, but Balvin with the recovery defense and manages to block him. Really has been a wonderful battle between those two here this evening. Maranov now Looking for Washburn, rolling to the basket. Zahadiev, oh, heads up play by Zahadiev, and he gets it to Georgiev, who goes inside, but it's going to be a travel. And you can see the Bulgarian coaching team appreciate the move by Georgiev, but the final footwork let him down. And he gives the ball back to the Czech Republic. Here comes Viral. Boacek, and Balvin will come up and set the screen, but the travelling violation is going to be called on Boacek, and he doesn't even need to look back at the official. He knows exactly what he's done. And another turnover. Maybe the nerves starting to play a little bit of a part here in Pardubice, as both teams know the importance of this game. Looks like Schilb is going to check back into the game. Georgiev now to Washburn. Back to Malinov, inside to Washburn. He's going to hammer that one down. Big right-handed dunk by Washburn. Balvin now. Left open at the top. He's going to hand it off to Boacek, and another pick and roll to the basket. Boacek feeds Balvin in the low post. Oh, lovely give and go. Beautiful play between Boacek and Balvin, and Boacek gets the 2 off the glass. Up to a 5-point lead again for the Czech Republic. Zahadiev now to Vezenkov, who hands it off to Malinov, and Vezenkov's going to try and get to the basket, but Rubin is just so strong. He's got a reasonably wiry frame, but here comes Marinov. And Balvin claiming innocence that he didn't touch the ball, but there's the big one-handed jam by Washburn. And look how he lands. He loses his footing. It shows how much he put into that dunk. A lovely spin move. It's always the footwork for the big men there as they slice to the basket fast. They need to make sure they get their footwork right. Give them the platform to explode to the ring. Marinov can't get the first to go. Kumpler was the Czech Republic player to be called for the foul. His second foul, and it's only the first team foul of the quarter for either team, actually, as he misses the second as well. Not great shooting from the line from Malinov there, and it's not what Bulgaria need. They need to make every opportunity pay to its fullest. Kumpler now to Hubin, and he pulls up for the jumper. Can't quite get it to go. The foul's going to be called on Georgiev, and Hubin will go back to the line. Rubin had a monumental game against Finland in the first game of this qualification window. 30 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, and absolutely massive game for him. His biggest of the qualifiers by far. He's averaging 11.4 points per game and just over 2.6 rebounds and 2.6 assists per game. So an important part of what the Czech Republic have done so far in qualifying. Zahadiev now back to Malinov. As they're going to call for the Horns offense. The two big men come up and set the screen for Malinov, and Malinov fades inside, hands it into Washburn, but it's knocked away. Quick hands there by Viral. Rubin. Good ball movement. It's in Viaral's hands now. Kumpler now looks to drive the baseline, spins, but it's knocked away. And Bulgaria will bring it up with Zahadiev, and he gets it back, fakes a 3, drives inside, but quick hands by Schilb, and they're out at the races here. And a lay-in for Kumpler. Takes him to 6 points personal, along with his 4 rebounds. He's got a plus-minus of 19, so he's obviously had a big influence on the Czech Republic and the better phases of the game for them. Georgiev goes up, Washburn grabs the offensive rebound though, and he's hammered by both Kumpler and Hubin. And I think it'll be Hubin that gets called for the foul. Here's the transition offense for the Czech Republic, and then Kumpler laying it in, just drops it onto the front of the ring and lets gravity do its work to get him another 2 points, but he has picked up his 3rd foul there. Wouldn't be surprised if you see him in the game for much longer. I imagine they'll make the change to save him for the final quarter. Malinov is blocked by Balvin, and Balvin with the overhead pass to Quali for another 2. And the lead for the Czech Republic is out to 9. The crowd are appreciating the effort that the guys are putting in on the floor for the Czech Republic. Look at that pass. Great vision by Balvin and Quali, who quickly changed up the gears, and Balvin with the block, and then the quick heads-up play to get Pumpler out for the 2. The Czech Republic really taking full claim of this game now, and the timeout's called by Bulgaria. No real surprise on that one, so let's head into the timeout and see what Coach Minchev is saying to his team.
Внимавай как ти играе, ако ще нападай го след хендофа си мини нападни високия. Ако ти играе много активно изтегливо, а ти бързо се спуснете надолу.
If they have zone, play 2 down, first position.
Nothing to panic about yet for either team. It's still the fine-tuning stage of the game here in Pardubice. But the Czech Republic will be happy. They're out to an 11-point lead, 51-40 over Bulgaria. And some of the highlights in that phase of playing, it really has stemmed from the Czech Republic picking up their defensive effort. They've held Bulgaria to just 5 points in the opening 4.5 minutes of action here in the second half. Bezenkov now hands it off to Avramov. And the foul's going to be called, and I think it might be on Ruben. Or is it Alvin? Yeah, it's been called on Ruben, and that's his 4th foul. As I said, I thought Coach Ginsberg should have taken Ruben out, but now he's left him in. He's picked up his 4th. That could cause them problems. That's going to limit his minutes. Probably won't see him until well into the final quarter now. A long shot now from Avramov. He's too heavy, and the iron just spits that one back out. Villarreal for Czech Republic. Oh, threads a bounce pass into the low post to Balvin, and the defense from Peterka is a little bit suspect there as it just hacks away at Balvin. It's only his 1st foul though. Only the 1st team foul of the quarter, sorry, 2nd team foul of the quarter at full Bulgaria. Shilb turns the corner and looks to feed it inside. Almost a big play there for Balvin. It's nice vision by Shilb, and once again the Czech Republic utilised the pick and roll. Shilb turns the corner, and poor old Peterka's left in no man's land, having to stand between both Shilb and Balvin, and eventually goes across to challenge Balvin, but fouls him, so sends him to the line for 2. In hindsight, a smart play by Peterka as Balvin misses the 1st of his 2. Not the best 3-throw shooter on the Czech Republic team, and it is going to cost Balvin in the long run. He's shooting 67% from the free throw line before today's game, and he certainly hasn't improved that in today's game, missing both free throws there. That's Minchev just having a word with Bezenkov as he heads to the bench, but the Czech Republic hold on to the ball inside to Balvin now. Balvin going to work and can't quite get it to go, but it's almost kept by the Czech Republic, but out to Avramov for 3. Oh, he hits the 3, and that was a much-needed score for Bulgaria. Brings the deficit down to single digit now, and the Czech Republic lead this one 51-43. We've got 4 minutes 30 on the 3rd quarter clock here in Pardubice. Pumpler out to Villarreal, being guarded by Malinov. Balvin comes up and sets the screen, but flashes back to the basket. It's a quick pass to Shilb for 3. Oh, beautiful shot from Shilb in the corner. A wonderful team offense by the Czech Republic, utilising a pick and roll to destabilize the Bulgarian defense well. Into the corner now, but he's stepped out of bounds, and Dimitrov catching the ball out of bounds, so another turnover. And look at the cross-court pass to Shilb, and beautiful catch and shoot, and that really is a lesson to any young players out there. You see how he caught it, We'll see it in this. He doesn't bring the ball down, catches it and puts it straight up. So many players waste time by bringing the ball down either to their chest or maybe even further before bringing it back up again. That was just a beautiful catch and shoot. Lovely quick release. Shield again now. Uses the screen set by Alder. Bolochik. Bolochik now into Alder. Alder going to work, running hook shot there on the left hand, but couldn't get enough on it, so it just grazes the front of the ring. Avramov now goes long to Dimitrov, and that one's off the iron and out, and you really feel a change in momentum here in the game as the Czech Republic take control. Alder with the left hand here, and nothing there, just floats that left hand up, but my goodness me, that's hustle from Boachik. He really has worked hard this evening. Might not necessarily have the stats on the box score, but he's putting a shift in. It's stolen away now, though. As Bulgaria get out at the races, and Zahariev gets a 2 off the glass. And they need plenty more of those kind of possessions. But Vioral goes back the other way, and it's into the corner, and Boachik couldn't get the 3 from the corner, and Zahariev returns a favour for 2. Too much off the glass, though. And a back and forth run and gun phase of play here in Pardubice. Alder will pick up his second foul as Zahariev goes to the basket. That's the first of the 2. Here's the foul from Alder as he puts his hands all over Zahariev. But Zahariev really should have done better with that. Timeout's going to be called by the Czech Republic. So let's jump into Coach Ginsberg's team talk.
You will take the point guard, okay? You will take the point guard, okay? You will take 32, okay? Watch out this drive.
Като се пусне пас долу. Не, вестите се настрани, отивате, поставяте флекс скрин и той пресича надолу. Следващия човек се обръща и отива и на тази страна. Тоест как да в началото, като пуснеш пас, леко идваш насам и после долу.
And the Czech Republic really have taken control of this game in Pardubice, and Pumla's been an important part of that, that's for sure. As Avramov replies with a 3 of his own, but a lot of work for Bulgaria to do, and 2 minutes 50 left here in the third quarter. They've got plenty of talent and plenty of ability on that roster. But now's the time to turn that ability into points on the board, and we'll hope it will start here with Zahariev at the line for 2. Biggest game of the qualifiers for him was a 12.9 rebound, 4 assist game against Iceland, and that was earlier in the weekend just gone, so he'll be hoping to continue that. But he'll head to the bench for now after connecting with both his 3 throws and bringing it down to just a 7-point ball game here in Pardubice. Turkey will go to the bench for the Czech Republic as well. Boachik now. Drives the baseline and kicks it to Serena. Serena can't do anything with it, so it goes back into Boachik. Shot clock running down. He's going to have to take the 2 and gets the 2. And this is what I'm talking about with regards to Boachik. He's averaging 15.6 points per game, and he's had some huge games throughout this qualifier. He just gets the job done. He's that kind of player that is happy to guard inside, and Alder's going to get called for the pushing foul there on Vezenkov. But Boachik just really does what his team needs him to do. If it's scrapping and hustling, he'll do that. If it's being the go-to guy on the offensive end, he'll do it. And that's what you need in not just international basketball, but especially international basketball. The teams come together for short periods of time, and you need the glue guys. Not only is Boachik a glue guy, but he's also a performer at the highest level on the offensive end. Vezenkov now at the line. Connects with both of his, and it's such an important part of the game for Bulgaria now. Every time they go to the 3-throw line, they need to capitalise. They need to come away with an extra 2 points or 3 points respectively on the boards. Shield now Wait for the call, and it looks like it's going to be an offensive foul called on Alder. He's on the floor, he's not happy. Shrug of the shoulders from him, and it's another foul on Alder. Quick back-to-back fouls called on him. Balvin will come into the game for Alder, as that's Alder's 4th foul, so they've got foul trouble in the Czech Republic. They've got Ruben on 4 and Alder on 4 now. Madanov to Vezenkov. Offensive foul is going to be called. And it is frustrating for a coach to see opportunities to score like that just disappear instantly due to a lack of execution from one of your players. This time it's going to be Dimitar Dimitrov that causes the offensive foul. Shield now. The foul is going to be called on Yanev this time. Trying to fight his way through the screen and getting his arms caught up with Balvin, holding him from being able to roll to the basket. It's only Yanev's first foul, but they are in the team foul situation, so the Czech Republic will go to the line. But if you're going to send someone to the line, it is Andrei Balvin. He has really struggled from the line through the qualifiers, and even more so this evening. Scores the second though, and the Czech Republic lead is back out to 8 points now, with a little over 90 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. The Czech Republic have been able to hold Bulgaria at arm's length so far. Avramov looking for some space to go inside, but nothing there. The ball ultimately comes back to Madanov, and he's going to be fouled by Shilb as Maranov explodes in the lane to get to the basket. Shilb caught unawares and tries to help on the defensive end, steps across, but lets his hands play defense rather than his feet. It's usually going to end up in one way, and that's going to be a foul being called against you, and that'll send Maranov to the line for 2 shots. This is the first of his 2. At the line for the second. That takes him to 11 points personal now, along with 4 assists and 2 rebounds. Played a little under 26 minutes here in Pardubice. Serena now hands it to Boacic. Boacic trying to shape it up, but nothing there so far. Being guarded closely by, well, he puts the shot up, can't get it to go, and that's good defense by Dimitrov. Puts enough pressure on him to put him off the shot, and the shot now comes up from Yanev. Nothing there though, and Shield will come away with the rebound for the Czech Republic, and we're into the final minute of the 3rd quarter, and the Czech Republic will be reasonably happy with their performance here in the 3rd quarter, leading by 7. They'll hope to add to that now though in this one of the final possessions. Balvin looking to go to work now, being guarded very, very closely indeed by Dimitrov. Oh, there's the big jam from the big man. Balvin with the thunder jam. Avramov now for Bulgaria. Dimitrov sets the screen. Avramov looking to go past Balvin, and Balvin says, not in my house. Knocks that one out of bounds, and return to sender for Balvin. And here's the move by Balvin. He never gave up on it. Keeps his pivot, just reverses and throws the ball down nice and hard. Avramov for 3. Put a little bit too much on that one, and that will be the last of the action in the 3rd quarter here in Pardubice. And the Czech Republic did take control of that quarter. They outscored Bulgaria 18-15. Bulgaria fought their way back into it towards the end of the quarter, but with 10 minutes left to play here in Pardubice, Czech Republic 59, Bulgaria 50, and the hopes of Bulgaria progressing hang in the balance at the moment. 10 more minutes of action to come up shortly. Welcome back to the Team Sport Arena here in Pardubice. We have 10 more minutes of Group F left for you to watch here. Czech Republic lead this one 59-50. Group F has been an unbelievably close group. Czech Republic and Bulgaria, who are here this evening, as well as Finland and Iceland, have played some monumental games here in Group F. Bulgaria have not won or lost a game by more than 5 points throughout qualification. That tells you how close this one has been. But no more so than now do they need the win. If they win, they go through to the second phase of qualifying. If they lose, they rely on Finland beating Iceland in Helsinki. That game going on at the moment, and at the moment Finland lead that one by 10 with a little over 5 minutes to play there. But Bulgaria won't want to rely on another team. They'll want to win the game here. If they're to do so, they're going to need to pick things up soon, because shots like that from Shield has really put them under the cosh, and Balvin has been dominant for the Czech Republic on the interior. Boacek now will inbound the ball to get this final 10 minutes of action underway here in Pardubice. And what a wonderful way to finish off Group F of the European World Cup qualification zone. A close game here in Pardubice. Shield now. Back to Boacek for three. Oh, that's a big shot to start the final quarter from Boacek. And you saw the reaction from his teammates on the bench. They loved it. Double-digit lead now for the Czech Republic. Vezenkov kicks it back out, and the ball ends up in the hands of Yanev. He can't get it to go, and the foul is going to be called on Vezenkov. He pleads his innocence with the officials, but it's not going to change anything. His second foul and an early first team foul for Bulgaria here in the final quarter, and you can see the frustration from coach Minchev. Boacek, he really has had a strong night tonight on 7 points, 3 from 8 from the field. He's done so much more than the box score tells you. Oh, Balvin! Balvin with a huge hung thunder jam there from Balvin. It's really been a dominant display from him this evening. He's shown exactly what he can do and sends a big message out to the rest of Europe as he's establishing himself as one of the dominant centres here. And Shield will get another score, and that's a quick 7 points without answer here in the final quarter for the Czech Republic. They're out to a 14-point lead. Shield has 14 points to himself. And here's a replay of the opening performances as Selena finds Balvin. Balvin hits a well-contested dunk as Dimitrov tries to block him, but Balvin says, "I'm not having that," and throws it down with both hands. Bulgaria with a timeout, so let's listen to Minchev's timeout.
Hey, what play we running? Right now, what play we running?
Avanci na Božu. Ti igraš sad trojka. Igrajte.
Come on. Let's be aggressive now. We finish. Be tough. 1, 2, 3.
Interesting call there from Coach Ginsberg on the Czech Republic bench. Let's be strong now, let's finish it. He can almost smell the blood in the water, as it were. They're up by 16, there's a little under 9 minutes to play. Bulgaria lie prone on the ropes. And the head coach of the Czech Republic is asking them to deliver that final knockout punch. And Bulgaria really do need to get back into this one and get back into it quickly. Maranov now. To Vezenkov, it opens up for him, floats the right hand and gets it to go, and they really needed that score. That's their first score of the final quarter. Sadly for them, the Czech Republic already have 7 on the board. Boacek now fades away with the jumper. Off to the left with that one, and Yanev will grab the rebound for Bulgaria. Gets it to Maranov. Maranov drives inside, back to Yanev. Yanev will float in, but he is blocked by Bumla from behind. Great defense by the Czech Republic. Boacek fakes the 3 and slows it down. I thought he was going to launch one there. Balvin now with the screen. Zipped past to Shield. Oh, that's a little bit too far for Balvin. He's looking at the officials to say he was held back and wasn't allowed to rotate, but here's a defensive effort from Pumpla. Oh, absolutely beautiful block from behind on Yanev. Pumpla playing a great brand of defense here this evening. Marinev now with the ball. He's going to have to bring it over the half quickly though, otherwise he's going to have a full foul of the 8-second rule. Marinov looks to blast his way inside and does so. Beautiful spin against Boacek, and Marinov gets the 2. Boacek now to Balvin. Balvin challenged by Vezenkov. Pumpla will hand it off to Shilb. Shilb trying to shape Vezenkov up. Steps up, takes the long jumper, and now it's a long jumper. Always going to be difficult for the big man Vezenkov to stay in front of Shilb. That's why he's reticent to come too high. Behind a backdoor pass there, sorry, goes inside, and Vezenkov looks hurt though. He's caught the back of his head on the advertising boards, but he's not that hurt because he's got enough wherewithal to have a moan at the referee. It's going to be a Czech Republic ball on the baseline. It's a lovely backdoor pass, and Vezenkov goes strong. Not too sure what he's moaning about there. She'll seem to play pretty straight up defense. Didn't see any contact. Shield now bringing the ball up, puts it up to Boacek. Now to Shield. Shield feeds it inside to Balvin. Balvin, little spin move, but a little bit too much on the hook shot there to Yanev. Oh, get out! The foul is called. Yanev called for the foul. And the timeout will be called as... Sorry, Yanev draws the foul off Shield there, and the timeout will be called by the Czech Republic. I think they feel that a few corrections could probably see them finish this game off, and Coach Ginsberg would like to get the win secured as early as possible. So let's have a listen to what he has to say to his team.
This side, okay? This side pick and roll back stick.
Който вкарва топката Весенков, if it's foul, it's Henry inbounded, you go back. Yanev, you will see. След това в нападение.
Czech Republic have come out on fire here in the final quarter. 7-0 start, including a huge jam there by Balvin. But Bulgaria have fought their way back into it, and they're going to have to fight extremely hard to come away with the win now. They're down by 12. They've still got plenty of time though, 6 minutes 52 to play. Remember, a win here this evening for Bulgaria sees them progress to the second phase. If they lose, they rely on Finland defeating Iceland in Helsinki. At the moment, there's 3 minutes left, just over 3 minutes left in that game in Helsinki, and Finland lead 82-67 over Iceland. So Iceland's World Cup dreams are fading reasonably fast, whilst Bulgaria may get away with one here, and if they lose here this evening, might actually still progress to the next phase of qualification. Yanev now at the line. Hits the first, and the three-throw line really is crucial for Bulgaria now. First trip to the line this evening for Yanev. Connects with both from the line, much to the happiness of the Bulgarian fans that are here in the Czech Republic, and there certainly are a few of them in the arena here in Pardubice. Serena now. Back to Pliza for three. Short on that one, but a rebound by Hrubin, but it's knocked away. Remember, Hrubin's on 4 fouls. Nice outlet pass, and can't quite get it to go, but Yanev will get back to the line again, and it's not a bad way for Bulgaria to fight their way back into this one. Chipping away at a deficit from the three-throw line can often be a good strategy for a team that hasn't found it easy to score points so far. The odd point here, the odd point there while the clock is stopped is always beneficial for a team that are trailing. The thing you do have to think about, though, is if that is the plan, if you are looking to try and break back into a game, pull a team back, taking a lead out on you, you need to make sure the ball is in the hands of good free throw shooters like Yanev. That's 4 from 4 from the line for Yanev this evening. Ruben now to Serena. Serena just moves his way past Maranov, and here's Kliz with the ball. Back to Ruben. Ruben inside, fades away with the right hand. Oh, he gets the lovely roll off the front of the ring for Ruben. He's up to 10 points personal. Perfect record from the field as well, so that's a great performance from him, a wonderful efficiency. Kliz now. Sorry, not Kliz, Vezenkov. Tries to scoop the ball past, but it's not going to happen now. And oh my goodness, that would have been a hell of a pass from Ruben if it had managed to find its all its way through, but it doesn't, and Bulgaria come back the other way. It's too heavy from the shot. And it will come back out to Zahariev now. Maranov inside. Oh, that is a beautiful shot from Jason Washburn. Wonderful textbook big man move there from Washburn. Dual citizen between Bulgaria and the US. Ruben now. Comes back out to Serena. He calls for the screen to come up, and Peterka obliges. Back out to Ruben for three. Oh, he nails the three, and that's exactly what Ruben can do for you. He has been missed by the Czech Republic. He's got 4 fouls, so they had to rest him for an awful lot of the third quarter and a fair bit of the fourth as well. Maranov kicks it out. Yanev for three, and he nails a three as well. Bulgaria will not go away. They will not lie down and die. They are fighting their way back into this one. 8-point lead for the Czech Republic. 4.5 minutes to play here in Pardubice. Boacik now drives inside. Great defense by Washburn, and that's going to be a Bulgarian ball. Boacik met the immovable object as he drove to the basket. Hands straight up by Washburn. He does bring him down a little bit, but it's only his left hand that makes contact, and that contact is on the ball. Great defense by the Bulgarian big man. Avramov into the game now for Bulgaria. Drive to the basket. Gets it back out though to Yanev. Yanev comes in to Avramov for the corner three. Oh, he hits the corner three. Do we have a game on our hands? I think we do. 5-point ball game. It's come off Serena, and it's a turnover. You can hear the silence in the arena. The fans don't know what to make of this. They saw their team cruising to what they thought was going to be a victory. Now we've got a 5-point ball game. Now we've got some pressure on the Czech Republic team. 3:57 to play, and Serena will go to the bench as Shield will come back in. Can Bulgaria pull off what will be an amazing comeback here in Pardubice? Yanev's going to set Malan off the screen. He's going to use it, drives to the basket. Can he get the shot off? No, he can't. Balvin just goes, no, not in here. This is my house. I dominate the paint. Knocks it away, and Czech Republic calmly bring the ball up over the half. Shield now. Back to Balvin. Hands it off to Villarreal. Villarreal back to Balvin for the long two. Too much on that one, and the ring rejects it. Oh, nice pass inside, but it comes out to Zahariev. Oh, he's off to the left with that one. Big rebound, mind you, by Yanev, and he gets the two. We're a single possession ball game here in Pardubice. And Yanev has come up big there in the paint. Zahariev puts a three up. It's off the back of the ring, and Yanev out-rebounds Balvin. There's a sentence you don't get to say too often. Balvin on the wrong end of a rebounding battle, but there's Yanev going strong to the basket for two, and he's unlucky not to get a three-point play opportunity. 3-point ball game, 73 to Czech Republic, 70 to Bulgaria. Timeout's been called. Let's listen into the Bulgarian huddle.
Go, and you get the ball, watch corner, okay? You have open player here, okay? Right? Haydi, come on, let's go, come on, fellow. Go, put me.
Ако не може да се спусне долу, на нисък пост, играйте след това продължение с пик н поп през него. Ако се спусне на нисък пост,
that score from Yanev takes him to 11 points, and every single player on the 5 that are on the floor for Bulgaria now are in double-digit scoring. Avramov 12, Marinov 13, Vezenkov 11, Yanev 11, and Zahariev 12. That really is a spread offense, and it makes it difficult for the opposition coach to defend against. Anyone can score. Rubin now being guarded closely by Avramov. Blast past him as he advances over the half, and Rubin comes back out to Pumpala. To Balvin, who's trying to get it to Fiorel, but they're rejecting it and denying the pass, so it comes back to Shilb instead, and now Shilb's looking for an option. He'll pull the trigger on the long two and nails the long two. Shilb really has been in fine form this evening. He's up to 20 points, and that's not the impressive statistic. He's 8 from 9 from the field. Sorry, up to 18 points, 7 from 8 from the field. Marinov now. Can Bulgaria answer? Avramov looking for options in front of him. Yanev will run a pick and roll with him. Yanev flashes to the outside. Yanev for three. He's blocked by Balvin, and Pomplo will pick up the loose ball off the back of that block. Great defense by Balvin. It's not a place he's comfortable defending the perimeter. Does a great job there, though. Rubin now, as the Czech Republic lead is 5. Inside to Balvin. Balvin's blocked. Big play by Vesenkov, and Bulgaria out of the races. Avramov for three. He drains the three, and he's within 2 points here in Pardubice. And you can hear a pin drop in the arena right now. Avramov up to 15 points, 43% from the perimeter. Bulgaria fighting for their lives here in Pardubice. Rubin to the basket. Oh, he gets the roll off the iron and gets the 2. Back out to a 4-point lead with 1:36 to play. Timeout called here in the Tipsport Arena. As Rubin does what he does best, and has get to the basket and get to the basket well. He's up to 15 points now. In just over 21 minutes of action, Bulgaria call the timeout. Every possession, every single aspect of the game is under the microscope now, because it's the minute details that could make the difference for Bulgaria. Remember, win and they guarantee their progression through to the second phase of qualification. Lose and they're relying on Finland to beat Iceland.
Като излезеш и като играеш, я да се отваря на пик н поп.
Down from the middle, okay? Haydi, come on. Forward.
1, 2, 3. Just waiting for the Bulgarian roster to come back on the floor, and this is a huge minute and 35 to go for Bulgaria. They're down by 4 now. Remember, every single victory is so critical for the ultimate goal, which is qualification for the World Cup finals. Their wins and losses from this first phase will carry forward to the second phase, and I'm not sure whether the Bulgarians will be made aware of this, but the game is finished in Helsinki. Finland 91, Iceland 77, so Bulgaria will progress whether they win or lose, but the win is so critical, and they've worked so hard here in Pardubice that they won't want to come away with a loss, and the foul is going to be called, and that's ultimately a smart play by Yanev. He's strong from the free-throw line. Umpla will be called for the foul. It's his third. Only the 13th foul of the quarter for the Czech Republic, though, so he won't go to the free-throw line. But 20 seconds left on the shot clock for Bulgaria. Avramov now to Marinov. Oh, it's stolen away by Shilb, is it? No, it's not. What's been called? Is it a travelling violation that's been called? I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. No, it's a foul that's been called, I think. It's knocked away. Avramov re-establishes it, but he is fouled on his way to the basket by Villarreal, and I think they've waved it away, saying it's a foul on the floor before the shot attempt, so it's still going to be just a sideline ball. Avramov now into Vezenkov. Vezenkov going to work against Pumpolo, and that's a tough shot, and he comes up short. He looks to the referee for a call, as all players do at this stage of a game, but no call is coming. 4-point lead for the Czech Republic. Shilb now. Trying to shake his man, pulls the trigger on a three. Comes up short though, the battle for the rebound is tough, and a foul has been called. I think it's on the Bulgarian player, by the looks of it, is Vezenkov. He puts up his third foul, so it'll be a sideline ball for the Czech Republic. I think Bulgaria would have almost rather it been a shooting foul that they'd have called, so at least the clock would stop and they'd have a chance to get it back, but instead sideline ball. Vioral puts it into Ruben. Chris will set the screen and they'll run some pick and roll action. Ruben now being guarded by Yanev on the perimeter. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Ruben inside. Oh, he is pure Mr. Clutch today. Ruben with another two. He only seems to hit the big shots. Up to 20 points. And the foul's going to be called here on Villarreal. And that will send Avramov to the line for two shots. Third foul on Villarreal. Bulgaria really do need to hit both these shots, and that's a sight Bulgarians won't want to see. The big man Balvin coming back into the game. Oh, Avramov misses the second. Been such an important part of the Bulgarian senior team since his debut back at Eurobasket 2009. Pressure on his shoulders right now, though. Misses the second as well, but the battle for the rebound is won by Vezenkov. Avramov for three. In and out for that. Vezenkov again with a rebound. This time it comes out to Zaharov. Pulls the trigger on a three. Zahariev can't get it to go. Can they keep it in? Azenkov can. He's Mr. Everywhere. Avramov for three. Another attempt. Rebound. Zahariev. He gets the two this time. Back to a 4-point ball game, but there's only 20.8 left. They've surely got a foul. Villarreal now throws it long to Shield, and they foul this time, and Yanev fouls it to stop the clock at 15.3 seconds. I'm not sure the Bulgarians are aware of it, but they have progressed to the second phase of qualifying due to Finland beating Iceland in Helsinki. That game's just finished up there. 91 to Finland, 77 to Iceland, but I'm not sure the Bulgarian players will be aware of the situation, so they think they're fighting for their lives and their qualification hopes are in the balance. Shield now, they're going to chase it down. Yanev will foul Shield. That's still not going to send them to the line. That's only the fourth team foul of the quarter for Bulgaria. 13.4 seconds to play. Czech Republic will want to secure the win here, because remember, every result from this first group stage counts into second group, and I think that's Yanev again with another foul. That's his fourth foul, but that will send Shilb to the line for two shots. 11.9 seconds to play. As I was saying, all the results from this game and all the games that have happened so far in Group F carry forward to the second phase. And in the second phase, the Czech Republic, Bulgaria and Finland will face France, Russia and Bosnia and Herzegovina. That's now been confirmed, but the game is still in the balance here. 11.9 to play. Zahariev puts up the three. He's short with that one. Rubin grabs the rebound, and that's all she wrote here in Pardubice. We've had another wonderful game. This one decided by 6. Czech Republic 81. Bulgaria 75. A wonderful, wonderful game for the crowd here to enjoy. Czech Republic will finish off Group F as group winners. with a 5-1 record. That's a strong record to take through to the second phase of qualifying. Bulgaria will finish third. They'll finish with a 2-4 record. And Finland will finish second with a 3-win, 3-loss record. What a group F has been, and what a game we have here tonight. There is Martin Kriz with his child enjoying the celebrations. And the Czech Republic fans have had plenty to enjoy in the 3 qualification windows they've seen. And there's some of the shooting stats, 57% from 2-point range for the Czech Republic. Not great perimeter shooting from either team. But the rebounding battle was won by the Czech Republic. But you can see how close the game was. 24-22 with regards to assists, 6-7 with regards to steals. Czech Republic did defend their paint a little bit better, 7 blocks in the end. Turnovers pretty even, fouls completely even. We've had another wonderful humdinger of a game here in Group F, and Pardubice has been entertained by this 40 minutes of basketball. Shilb led the Czech Republic with regards to scoring with 20 points. Avramov led the scoring for Bulgaria. Vezenkov got himself a double-double, 11 points and 10 rebounds. And Balvin with 5 steals and 5 blocks. My goodness me, an absolute defensive monster this evening. Balvin's been for the Czech Republic, and that might have been one of the key points. Leading scorers overall, Hrubin's second scorer for the Czech Republic, 17. Balvin with 14. They've had a great game here in Pardubice, and smiles all around. You can see the relief on the face of Coach Minchev and Coach Ginsberg. They know they live to fight another day here in the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. They'll move forward to September. That's the date for the next qualification window. And the details of the fixtures have not been fully announced yet. All they know is that they'll face the top 3 teams in Group E, which is France, Russia, and Bosnia-Herzegovina. They're the teams that they will face in September, November, and February. And I imagine Pardubice will provide the home venue for at least one of those games, if not more. Here are some of the highlights from the game tonight, and we've had some big highlights throughout the 40 minutes of action. Bulgaria just refused to go away, although the Czech Republic put on an awful lot of pressure and often opened up a big gap against Bulgaria. They were unable to move away from them, but ultimately the Czech Republic do come away with the win, and they have to be thankful for the work of Blake Shilb. He put on 20 points, 5 boards, 5 assists. Hrubin was absolutely critical and would have probably played an even bigger part if he hadn't picked up 4 early fouls. He got 17 points, 6 rebounds to his name in a little over 22 minutes of action here in Pardubice. And then you can't ignore Andre Balvin. The big man put in an unbelievable shift. 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. But here are your stats for you. Here's the defensive monster. 5 steals and 5 blocks to Andre Balvin's name on the box score this evening. That is a huge performance from him, including one of his assists as he outlets to Pumpla for the transition 2. Looking at the performance from Bulgaria, Avramov 15, Malinov 13, Vezenkov 11, Yanev 11, Zaheriev 14. Their starting 5 contributed all but 11 points of their score this evening, and Vezenkov also with 10 big rebounds, and Marinov with 8 assists. There are your stats highlights from today's game, and here are your highlights on the floor from today's game. But what a game we've had to finish off Group F here in the European Qualifiers for the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Pardubice, have you been entertained? Yes, you have, as the Czech Republic win this one 81-75 over Bulgaria, and they leave to the second phase of qualifying on a high. Thanks for joining me, Mark Mills, and I hope to see you soon for more World Cup qualifying basketball.